It's recording.
My name
Can
is
you
Dr.
focus
Davis,
it?
and I'm a lecturer in the Management Stats Department. I'm also the faculty advisor for BSU. In this particular presentation, I asked TJ and Diamond to do this presentation with me. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, everybody. My name is Diamond. I'm a senior. I work at the Student Success Center as a lead guru and a tutor. I'm also the liaison officer for the Department of Multicultural Affairs, and I also sit on the University Diversity Committee.
My name is Timothy. I'm a junior. My major is Child and Family Studies. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm vice president of the Phi Student Fraternity Incorporated, Black Student Union, and National Society Honor Society.
All right. Now that we've introduced ourselves, we'll go ahead and get started. This particular presentation is called The Remix to High School, your freshman year in college. What do you think that means? We've all heard remixes to songs, correct? Mm-hmm. What does that mean? We're going to go with the better part. So we're hoping that your freshman year in college is better than your high school year, okay? So TJ and Diamond are here to actually discuss that with me. So first question, Diamond. What was your last year of high school like? What did you experience?
I liked my last year.
What did you do?
I took a lot of art classes.
And?
That's really all I did my senior year. I mean, like,
What was your behavior like? Did you play around? Did you go to class? Did you skip school?
I did classes, but I passed with a B, so I mean, not that I'm encouraging you all to skip classes, that's totally not what I'm doing, but, I mean, I did it. I took a lot of art classes. I was in the Fine Arts Academy in high school, so that was pretty cool. That's really what I did. I like school, so I'm not gonna say anything negative, like, I really like to go to school.
Okay. Now TJ, what was your last year of high school like? What did you experience?
Well, I didn't get out to make friends, so with me, I was the shy kid because of my speech academy, so I didn't even get out there. So I just stayed to myself. I went to college.
Flourish. See, he is flourishing in college.
And now we're here.
That's right. Now, when you think about college, TJ, what has brought you out? I know you mentioned that you had a speech impediment, but what brought you out
No, my freshman year, I was like,
your freshman year?
in my freshman year, I did the same thing basically what I did in high school. Stayed, went to class, stayed in my room. With my sophomore year, I joined stuff, and I'm trying to embrace my speech academy. I'm trying to get out there.
So your last year of high school to your freshman year in high school were pretty much similar?
Yes, because I didn't make friends. Like, I was nobody, so I just stayed to myself.
You are somebody, don't ever say
You
that.
are somebody.
You my brother.
So I just stayed to myself and just, about that.
So Diamond, what brought you out your freshman year here at EKU?
I think being here with my twin sister, who's not here anymore, so I'm kind of sad. But being here with her kind of helped me because she, like, we're the polar opposites. We're fraternal twins, so like where she was shy and I was outgoing, like having to be there for her and help her and like help her navigate. Oh my gosh, she hates school. So for both of us to be here, know that we had a common goal of graduating, like it was my duty as the older twin sister to help her get through. I mean, I guess I kind of feel like I failed because she's not here, but it's also like I can't control her life because we're two separate people. So even though I chose to stay and she's not, I still expect the best out of her.
You didn't fail. You did the best that you could do with your resources. There are certain things in life that are beyond you. As a faculty member here, I can teach you all day long, but it is actually up to you to actually study, to pass the test, to later pass the course. I can do my part, but you have to do your part as well. Okay? Now let's get to the freshman year in high school. Freshman year. Your freshman year in high school is often very tedious. Okay? So is your freshman year in college. Your freshman year in college, you're on campus, you're getting to know new people. You're away from mom and dad. How do you adapt? How do you become just that much greater so that your sophomore year leads you to your senior year? So TJ, what did you do in your freshman year as it relates to studying? Because a lot of high school students coming into college do not study that much. How did you study your freshman year?
Like, I just go to the library. Like I said, I have friends, so my freshman year, I just go to the library, do my homework in the library, out of my room, and that's basically what I did all freshman year.
Did you study in your freshman year?
No, I didn't officially learn how to study until my sophomore year, and that was because, I mean, in high school, of course we had to study, but it was more, I feel like we did more of like annotating, like there was never any material that we actually had to thoroughly comprehend to, you know, make it like the way we do in college. So when I finally did learn how to study, it was easier for me to like, I like colors, I'm real artsy, so I like to write stuff down in colors, and then I like to read over it. And I'm not big on flashcards, but even if like writing down the word and then writing down the definition in a different color, like that helped me remember it. Because I remember the color and then I remember the words.
So your best advice for freshmen as relates to studying is what?
You don't have to stick to one way of studying. And like, don't think that when you study with a friend because they study one way that you have to study the same way, because everybody learns differently. Like when I stay with my friends, the first thing I ask them is, well, how do you study? Because I do it like this, and I know that I'm not going to get it like this. So don't push that on me, because I still need to learn what I'm trying to learn, and you do too. So it's okay if we do it a different way.
I recommend don't study with friends because you're not going to get the job done.
Expound on it. Give us a little bit more.
Because if I study with my friends, I know I'm not going to do my job, so I'd rather do my job first to hang out with friends.
Yeah, he was
Freshman, did you understand what he said?
Yes.
Okay, because a lot of people come together in crowds, 5 or 6 people, we going bowling, we going to this party. How many people say we all going to the library today? Okay, so we got a couple people, but it doesn't always happen that way. Okay, so find people that you can study with. Find people who are similar to you, who actually want to graduate. Because coming out of EKU, most people will come out with a degree. In order to pay off that degree, you're going to need to get a job. To get that job, you need that degree.
Okay.
Okay? Now, sophomore year. What happened sophomore year? Fast forward from freshman year to sophomore year. What happened? Because we're going to give you the roadmap today. What happened in your sophomore year? Be honest.
Oh, okay, well, it kind of ties together. So my freshman year, I was on academic probation, and then, you know, when you get on academic probation, they watch your classes to make sure, you know, that you stay on track to get you to the goal of having a 2.0 or above, which is the university requirement. So I came back, and I got all A's and 1 C my second semester to get me off of academic probation. And then, I'm sorry, what was the question?
You're doing good. From your freshman year to sophomore year, what changed?
Oh, probably my attitude. I don't want to say I have a bad attitude, but I wasn't as self-confident in myself. Don't start. I had a bad attitude within myself. It was personal for me. So being able to grow and like understand myself, the people that I want to hang around with, the people that I don't want to hang around with, like I guess that helped me develop into my sophomore year.
Okay, TJ.
My sophomore year, when I first got the email from being in the Honor Society, they gave me an outlook on college, like, yeah, I can do this, I can join on stuff and get involved on campus. So if you like get involved, you can be somebody in life.
So what are you thinking about as it relates to extracurricular activities? Now, we know freshmen have classes. We know they have classes. We know they have other family responsibilities. How do you feel about joining extracurricular activities? What is the limit to that?
To me, it's all about time management. If you can do your work, you can join an organization. Like I'm doing both. Like I'm in the 2 jobs at that.
What is that? What's covering it?
It's like in here.
Oh, because it's upside down.
Yeah. Wait, no, it's.
Why is it?
That was my fault. I started.
Oh, that's because it's upside down. It doesn't matter though, right?
All right. Now, extracurricular activities, what's too much?
Well, I am too much because I have 15 credit hours. I have my on-campus job. I'm in 6 different committees. I'm a lead guru, a liaison officer. I mean, I do think a lot of it does have to do with time management, but also with where you mentioned like family stuff. you have to understand that you're in college for you. And I mean, yeah, what you're gonna do in college is gonna benefit your family, but at the end of the day, you need to do what you want to do. Because when that bill comes in 6 months after you graduate, it's not going to them, it's going to you. So you need to make sure that you make the most out of what you're doing these 4 years. Because I'm like $30,000 in debt right now in school. But I'm okay with that because I'm gonna have a good job to pay that back. And you know, I mean, because nobody else is gonna have to pay it but me. So make sure that whatever you do is efficient for you. It makes you successful, it makes you happy, it brings you peace. Because at the end of the day, I mean, this is your money that you're people are like, well, I mean, I get financial aid. I mean, okay, you have to pay that back. So you need to make the most out of your college experience. And I don't mean, that doesn't mean go out to a party every weekend, hang out with your friends every night. That means get your work done, get good grades, stay on top of everything that you need to do to be successful. Because this is really the foundation to your future. So, I mean, don't step in and waste time on it.
As you take out student loans, you have to be wise. You have to be wise. Why? Because when you start paying them back, 1 month after the next month, that's the next 20 years. If you're paying the minimum, that's the next 20 years. Okay? Every time I get my statement, it's the next 20 years. Okay? It won't be the next 20 years for me. Why? Because you have to know how to enterprise. You may need to do more than one job. As TJ mentioned, 2 jobs. Some people may need to do 3. Why? You don't want to be stuck to a loan company for 20 years. You want to live your life. You want to go on cruises and trips with your friends and stuff. You can't do that when you're always having a loan attached to you. Now here's the kicker part. You can decide to pay them willingly, or they can go and contact your employer and take it out automatically. Okay, so there's real life in that. If you decide to take out loans, you need to be responsible and pay them back. Okay? Now getting back on course. TJ is a junior, Diamond's a senior. What happened from sophomore to junior year?
Just getting out there, doing my work. Like, if I make this 5 potential. So how do you, like, ever since I have BU, and I'm going to complete my, I'm the first one in my family being in college, so I'm trying to finish it. Make something out of myself.
So you went with spring 16. So now, what happened? What happened when you joined this fraternity? Because now you have your fraternity, you now have work, you now have school. What happened?
Like I'm doing all 3, work, school, and my fraternity. I'm vice president of my fraternity, like I said before. And that's like a hard job at that too, so I'm trying to do all 3 and see how long I can make it.
Diamond, you're the new interim president of Black Student Union. On top of all your other responsibilities, how are you managing your workload?
Honey, I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, it gets really stressful, but I think a lot of it has to do with, like, I'm religious, y'all, so believing that God can help me, like, plan out my time right. I feel like if it wasn't meant to happen, it's not going to happen, and He's not going to put anything in my path that He knows that I'm incapable of doing. So as long as I stay on track, stay focused, I know that I can get through it. I mean, the biggest thing that happened to me between my sophomore year and my junior year, my grandmother passed away 2 weeks before school started back. And I chose to come to school even after she passed because I knew that that's what she wanted me to do. And I'm the one who takes care of my nephew, so I know that I have to be the one to be the example for him. Like TJ, I'm a first-generation college student. My oldest sister's 26 and she didn't go to college. So for me to be the second oldest but the most ahead, I don't know, I feel like I have a reputation that I have to stay on track of.
To first-generation college students, you have a responsibility to those behind you. Why? Because everybody's looking at you to either succeed or fail. The goal is for you to succeed. So there are things in this presentation that I'm hoping that you're taking with you, so that way you can be successful. TJ being a junior, Diamond being a senior, you've heard their challenges. You've heard the things that they've experienced. The question is, you notice it didn't make them stop. It didn't make them decide, I want to drop out. They're still here as students. They're still here.
Cross my mind, cut tab.
So let's talk about who are your greatest contributors. What has kept you at EKU? Who has really poured into you to keep you here?
I said my parents because they were in the military, so they were trying to make me go to the military, but I went the opposite direction and became college. So I feel like they're on my support because they stick by my side for some time.
Greatest contributors. Doctor.
I really feel like it's my nephew. Like, he's 6, but, y'all, when I tell you he's my whole world,